Neil Armstrong's Untold expedition to South America, the jungles there, in search of extraterrestrial aliens back in 1976. A giant cave in the Andes known as Cueva de los Tallos, or Cave of the Oilbirds, has long been discussed among ancient astronaut theorists, and they believe that the cave was once inhabited by the ancient people who evolved after getting aid from extraterrestrials, as the legends tell. And in his book, The Gold of the God, 1972, the Swiss author Erich von Daniken included the testimony of a Hungarian explorer named Janus Juan Moritz, who went into the cave in 1969. He mentioned that inside, Juan had discovered gold, strange carvings, sculptures, and a metal library of tablets written in an unknown language that belonged to a lost ancient intelligent civilization. Such stories encourage explorers to visit the most remote place in South America. The earliest expedition to Tallos in Ecuador was carried out by Scottish engineer Stan Hall in 1976. He was accompanied by more than 100 people, and among them were British and Ecuadorian government officials, leading scientists and speleologists, British Special Forces, professional cavers, and astronaut Neil Armstrong, who served as the expedition's honorary president. It was one of the largest expeditions held by the top people in the government. Reaching the most mysterious cave is not easy. The roads are full of potholes with deadly twists. Through the jungle is above the Amazon basin, and after passing through the home of big black bullet ants and terrible humid weather, it's really challenging to go into a cave without taking permission from the local indigenous people of also known as the Shuar, for whom the cave is sacred. The Shuar people perform spiritual ceremonies in the cave. They're known for shamanism, as well as dangerous Amazonian tribes who would not resist doing away with their enemies. Tallos is named after nocturnal oilbirds, who are also known as tallos in Spanish. To enter the cave, there are 3 entrances that have long been used by the Shuar people for hunting down tallos which act like bats. The largest entrance is 65 meters in depth, and it leads to a network of tunnels and chambers stretching for at least 4.5 kilometers. In 2017, Stan Hall's daughter Eileen said that his father wrote a letter to Neil Armstrong persuading him to come on a quest to the South American jungle. Armstrong, after his moon visit, became more curious about the outside of space. Meanwhile, Stan, who had just read von Daniken's book, found a great adventure. Eileen Hall said when he, Stan, was 26 and living in Edinburgh, he had an experience of being immersed in white light. He said he was shown infinity and interconnection of this dimension with others, and that's why he made a decision to explore the Andes caves. According to her, Armstrong not only replied to her father's invitation, but enthusiastically agreed to join him on this quest. What they discovered during the expedition was a 1,500 BC burial ground and stone passageways that seemed to have been cut artificially. Research was conducted at the cave, and scientists mapped the area, and besides, archaeological discoveries were made. However, no gold was unearthed, and they could not find any metallic library or any sign of an advanced civilization. Still, nobody knows why Neil Armstrong agreed to go on the quest with Stan Hall, but he was greeted as a hero by the Shuar people when he arrived there. People who watched him descending through the ladder into the cave witnessed another great step for mankind. Eileen believed that Armstrong was intrigued after his scientific exploration on the lunar surface and was eager to know what was left behind in our galaxy. Armstrong said the expedition was as great as the moon. And this is on House and Wise by Vicky Verma. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.